Hey there YouTube, it's your girl Kristen here. I'm a licensed esthetician, an educator, mentor, a YouTuber, and a mom. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode, and make sure you hit that subscribe button, especially if you're also an esthetician, beauty entrepreneur, or content creator. I have been creating a series here on my channel lately about how I created my YouTube channel from scratch and about content creation. And so I want to take a little pause from YouTube and talk about another platform that has been a huge game changer, which is Instagram. Just about 2 weeks ago, I hit 20,000 followers. Now today I hit 30,000 wonderful followers on Instagram. It really truly showed me that everything you do day in and day out matters. I wanted to talk to you from the heart and share with you some tips on how to grow Instagram. It is also another vital piece of your business that is going to help elevate you. For those of you who don't know, I'm a single parent. I have a 2.5-year-old, also have a growing skincare beauty business. I have employees now working for me. And somehow, some way, I'm still able to make Instagram and make YouTube a priority. So I'll be sharing with you how I do that. So make sure you grab that pen and paper or whatever you use to take notes and continue watching. Alright y'all, we're gonna get right into the content. Again, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I promise you that you will be getting some helpful tips. And like I said, I'm just gonna be speaking from the heart because this literally just happened today. I hit 30,000 followers and I still can't even believe it. I was just at 20,000 followers on March 14th, which was just 2 weeks ago. And I hit 10,000, well before that. It just kind of shows that as you continue to grow on Instagram or any platform, the more followers you gain, the faster your growth can be. Truly, it's that first, I would say, like 1,000 to 10,000 subscribers or followers that are going to be the most challenging. So take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt. I'll be sure to update you as I'm learning more, as I'm growing more. Like I said, on this channel, I'm just sharing with you exactly what's happening in real time, and I felt like, okay, let's take a pause from talking about YouTube and talk about Instagram, because Instagram is another just super valuable platform that I think you should take advantage of, especially in this day and age. I've come across people that tell me, oh, I'm not a social media person and I don't want my life to become all about, taking content and all that. It's not about that. As you can see, my platform isn't necessarily about my lifestyle. I do enjoy here and there talking about like what I do on a day-to-day basis or where I'm going. I love taking videos and pictures of food, but that's not what I've made my platform about. It is about my journey as an esthetician. It's about helping other estheticians in their journey and just others who just really enjoy skincare. That's my number one tip, is to come up with like your mission statement. Like, what is it on your platform that you're going to be offering your audience that is unique from others? One of the biggest things that I've tried to do in the last probably 6 months or so is to not make my platform necessarily about me. Make it about you and your followers as a whole. So when you're speaking to your audience or even writing your captions or posting on your story, make it about us. Make it about we instead of just me. Really, truly, that is what I've made my focus over the last few months. So we need to take full advantage of us having this platform at our fingertips to reach so many more people than I think anybody has ever been able to reach in the past. I really have seen this time as an opportunity to make an impact, also grow a business through this platform. It just gives you so much more power and so much more influence when you have that following on Instagram. That is why it's important. It's always important to know why you're doing something, what your mission is, and where you see yourself going with this platform. And I actually made a dream board at the end of last year saying like my goal is to hit 100,000 followers. You have to create a plan behind that. You can't just say, oh, I want to hit a certain amount of followers or subscribers and just hope that it just magically happens. You have to have a daily plan to support those long-term goals. On a daily basis, I'm going to break it down for you. A daily basis, what I do to reach that goal is I film content constantly while I'm working. I've mentioned to you guys before that videos versus pictures are always going to be more eye-catching than a photo. So I encourage you to make your platform something that is eye-catching, something that is going to intrigue people to hit that button to follow you, to share your stuff. The way to do that is to make a good eye-catching video. In order to make a video, you have to have content. There's even days where I'm not actually working, but because I racked up on that content, I'm able to still remain active on my page even on the days that I'm not working. What I do is I keep a tripod in my treatment room. Both of my treatment rooms have tripods. It's just set up already. I don't have to go and like break it down or set it up every day. I literally just put it in the corner and it's there ready to be used at any moment. And I know a lot of you have asked me, well, you know, how do I ask my client about how, you know, if I can take content? What if my client doesn't want to be filmed? At least for me, I haven't experienced a lot of people who aren't willing to help me out. And it's all about how you word it. And I always tell my clients like, hey, do you mind if I take a short video clip of you or a boomerang? It'd really help me out. And if you put it in that way where it's not about, oh, like, I'm trying to take this content to show people like you. I'm not trying to make it sound like that, but it's really not about the client. It's about helping you grow your business. And so I've just made it a point to, when I thought about what kind of clients I wanted to attract into my business, it was people that want to support my growth. And yes, there are some days where I'm so freaking busy, like I have clients back to back to back, that I completely forget, but I notice that my growth is never as fast whenever I forget to post content. Honestly, even if it's just quotes, like if you notice on my Instagram, I'm always just posting like inspirational quotes or old pictures or old videos. Like, post something daily, take content daily. It makes a difference. It really does. I know it doesn't feel like it matters in the moment because you're like, oh, you know, it's okay, I'll just do it tomorrow. But how many times have we said, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, and then you just don't do it? So make it a part of your job description, especially if you're working for yourself. I know it's a little different if you're working for an establishment. You're not usually allowed to take content and stuff, but when you're able to take content on your own time, make that a priority. And if you are working for yourself, it's a non-negotiable, okay? It's not an option. Now I'm kind of thinking more on a weekly basis what I do with that content. And so I've been posting 3 times a week. Actually, in the beginning of my business, I was posting daily on my feed, but now on my feed, I've been posting 3 times a week. I usually aim for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I tend to see that a lot of the interaction on the weekends is not as high because people are out and about, they're not working. So usually Monday through Friday tends to be a time frame during the week when people are actually going to be on their phones more. You can check out your own statistics on your Instagram, and what I recommend is converting your Instagram profile to a business profile so that you're able to look at your insights. And through your insights, you should be able to see what times and what days your followers are more active on the Instagram platform. I've shared that with you in a previous video. I'm not going to go and dive into that too much. I wanted to share with you, actually, I just took a screenshot today of what interaction I had in the last 7 days, and I've had 80,782 profile visits. It's nuts. Literally over the last week, my Instagram has just been shooting up, and sometimes I always find myself avoiding looking at these stats because I'm like, oh, you know, like, what if it's not good? And you can kind of get a little bit discouraged if you're not really seeing a lot of activity. In order to grow, you need to know where you're at. You need to know where you're struggling, where you need to improve. And so don't be afraid to look at your stats here and there to check to see what your interaction is, because if it's low, that might be your push to like step it up a bit. So again, with the weekly schedule, I'm posting Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I tend to see that posting either early morning, midday, or late is working. And for some reason, I've noticed Wednesday at 3 p.m. has been like a sweet spot lately for some reason. So try that out on your profile and see what interaction you get on your videos. And also, don't be discouraged if it doesn't get blown up right away, if it doesn't get a lot of interaction right away, because specifically Instagram Reels can take time to build up and show up on people's feeds. I plan on making a specific video about Instagram Reels because Reels have really been changing the game for me lately, especially because TikTok is kind of Instagram's competitor right now. And so Instagram was like, hey, we need to come up with something that's going to compete with TikTok. And Reels, I'm telling you, I feel like I enjoy making Reels more than I make TikToks. Reels is really where it's at. So whatever you can do to try to learn more and practice more making Reels. I've been saying in my series, repetition is the key to mastery. I know a lot of you are like, well, I don't know how to make Reels, or how did you get so good at it? Practice, 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 practice. it's only going to get better the more you do it. Being interactive on your actual page with your followers. If you go and you add somebody brand new, like a new client, or even as people are starting to add you and follow you, there's a certain window I feel like that Instagram has where like your page becomes more at the top of their feed, and you only have that certain window of time to remain active for you to stay at the top. My goal is to always be on the top of people's feed. My business page has really been the page where I've been the most active, where I message people, where I like stuff. And it's not because it's fake, it's because I literally genuinely try to stay in touch with people and care about them aside from just like them being my client. I really truly try to build like a relationship with them, and that goes even with my followers. People I have never met. I try to engage with them as well, and sometimes, yes, I'll admit I get a bit busy and I don't have time to go and comment on my posts and stuff. If you're able to reply back to people, not just like their comment, but to actually reply back to their comments, giving people an action item in your post. So whether you're posting a reel or video or a picture, make sure in your caption you're giving people an action item, either to comment below, to share the post, or to save the post. Some sort of action for your followers to do while they're looking at the post, because it's only going to push that particular item out to your feed more and boost you up on the algorithm in Instagram. And another tip for you that I have done in the past is I've done little small giveaways. So if you want to get people more interactive on your page, you can select an item of your choosing to give away, whether it's money or an item. You can give away like a product or something, but just to give somebody an incentive to share your profile, to tag you, comment on one of your posts. That's usually the 3 action items that I give them. I tell them, you got to be following me, you have to share this, and you have to comment on the actual post itself. So if you're able to make that happen, I've noticed that really gets my profile like more interaction. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with is to make sure that you show you on your page, especially if it is more of a business page. I find sometimes we forget to showcase who we are because we get so focused on the product or the service that we're offering, and we just keep showing clients or products or services. But a lot of people really like to see you, the person behind the magic. We're people at the end of the day. We like to connect. We like to build community, and I feel like whenever I show my face more, I get more interaction, I get more growth. Gonna be honest with you guys, I have days where I'm like, I don't want to be on camera. Most of the days I'm like not wearing makeup. So it really forces me to just put that aside and be like, hey, you know what? I need to take some time to I did do a video recently on how to build confidence on camera. Those tips would also be helpful in this scenario. To make yourself feel like you want to be on camera, because part of growing your profile is going to be for you to be on camera. If you're somebody who's like, well, I don't want to be on there, I'm camera shy, I don't know what to do, get over it, because people want to see you, they want to know who you are, they want to feel like they're interacting with a person versus just an object or a service or a business. One last suggestion for you, I follow this one person on Instagram. His name is Adam. Let me pull up his profile. His profile is Mosseri. His name is Adam, and he's the head of Instagram. And he's always posting really helpful videos to kind of explain what features are being used on Instagram or new things that they're piloting on Instagram. I find it's really helpful to watch his videos because it keeps me current, it keeps me up to date on what's changing. And it's important to stay a student, always be a student, because Reels wasn't a thing about a year ago. So it could be something else in about 6 to 12 months. As an influencer or content creator, you have to stay relevant and current and know like what the trends are. And aside from that, I know you guys have been seeing that I opened up a second treatment room. So actually this coming week, my auntie is going to be coming into the studio and helping me install that fabric ceiling like how I have in my first treatment room. And I'll be sharing with you an updated tutorial on how to install that fabric ceiling, along with filming an updated treatment room tour, and again sharing with you just real current topics that I find people are asking me questions on. So feel free to pop a question below if you have one that has just been on your mind that you want to hear from me. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and turn on your notification bell because you need to know when I'm posting. Right now I've been posting every Monday for you guys. So as always, I'll see you guys back here next week for that new video. And until then, I love you, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.